Now, candidate Zahid, let's have a discussion on the topic for phase 2B, the last part of your examination. In this part of phase, you're going to start your discussion on the topic neighbors. So please start your discussion on the topic neighbors.
Mm. Do you have a neighbors?
Yes, I have neighbors, and what about you?
Yes, I
First of
have a
all,
neighbor.
do you have neighbors, and how are they? I mean, they are friendly or they're not friendly. How are they?
Yes, my neighbor friendly
Hmm. Okay. So how
and
many years? I know my neighbors for about 30 years. For how many years do you know your neighbors?
I think 5 year.
Hmm. Okay. So how
How
many
long?
they are?
How long it's been? He's your neighbor.
I told you 30 years. I already told you my neighbors are, both sides. In front of my home, I have no front door neighbors, but right and left side, the neighbors who are living, we're living together for about 30 years now. How many family members? Tell me, how many family members are your neighbors?
Uh, my neighbor family member 5 people. And
How
what
many?
about 5 people?
Okay, my neighbors, I would say they're around, I would say they're like, they're with the family, so they're about like 12 people. So, do you help your neighbors? Like I always, whenever I need help, I go to them, and they help me all the time. And I also love to help them. What about you? Do you like to help your neighbors?
Yes, I help my neighbor
Mhm.
and I shared food
Yes, yes, you can ask
with
me.
neighbor.
Hmm. Mhm.
And what about you?
I always
Do you
do that.
do you like to go shopping with neighbor?
Yeah, very rare. I mean, very less. I mean, I would say once in a year time.
Do you like to meet every day your neighbor?
No, not really. I don't meet them every day because I am busy with my own thing, and they're also busy in their work and jobs. So we meet after every weekend. This is how we do. What about you? How often do you meet your neighbors?
Once a
How
week.
often? मतलब frequency क्या है? Yes,
Once
once a week. So
once
when was the last
once
time?
a week.
Okay, so when was the last time you met your neighbors?
Last time 2 days ago.
Okay.
Do you travel with neighbors?
Oh, yes. I think we traveled together 2 months ago. And what about you? Do you like to travel with your neighbors or not?
Yes, I like travel with neighbors and go shopping mall.
Okay. And okay, fantastic. Tell me, according to you, what do you think is the best quality of a good neighbor?
because nature is good.
Okay.
This loyal person, friendly.
All right.
And what about you?
Yes, I also think that the same, that your neighbors' best quality is that they are helpful and they are always there to, if you want any support, they're always there. So, do you? I like to go out and play some sports with my neighbors. What about you? Do you also like to, involve your neighbors in some kind of sporty activity?
Yes, I go walk with neighbor and play cricket with neighbor in park.
That's good. No, that's great actually. So tell me, if you know, what kind of problems do people normally have with their neighbors?
No problem.
Hmm. But usually, like I know, sometimes I seen some neighbors parking the car in front of the door of their other neighbors, and sometimes when they have functions, they make sometimes loud noise. So, do you think that these are the common problems that sometimes we see?
Yes, sometime problem, sometime no problem.
Okay, I like to meet my neighbors. Normally, in my home, I invite them. What about you? Where do you like to meet your neighbors?
Yes, I like invite neighbor my home in
So I also like to
wedding.
invite to my parties and functions. What about you? Do you like to invite them?
Yes, I like invite birthday party and wedding ceremony.
Okay, all right. All right, not so bad. Nice one. Well done. This is great stuff uh, about your discussion on the neighbors. Really good, very common, and a lot of people, have told me that this was a common discussion topic. So I thought that we should be doing this. Excellent.